Hi everybody, I'm Kim Bourgeois Landry and I'm the Wonky Quilter. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm going to do another little short video. I know, right? Short videos. Well, let me not waste time because I do kind of fuddle around and just what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's get to it. What I wanted to talk to you about is something that's new to me, which is a little bit of a struggle with cutting fabric. I've been learning how to fussy cut, as I've been telling you for the last 3 or 4 little videos I've been doing. But this morning I laid some of these pieces out, and I say laid them out, I put them on my design wall so that I could stand back and look to see. I mean, these are pretty easy to come up with a new place to cut. Not all of them are, but to see new places to cut, but look at it from a distance. And I had this kind of like, almost like shame, kind of grieving feeling when I looked at how kind of ravaged. I mean, hello, this is the kind of fabric when it says something brilliant on it, like CAFE, okay? When I find this at a garage sale, I'm like, oh, these people don't know what they're giving up. They think that this is just, done. Look at all this great quilting space here. But as I was doing it today, I just got the saddest little feeling. And it made me think what an interesting thing it was for me to put all of these different pieces up on the back side of a very cheap dollar store tablecloth that has felt on the back is what I'm using as a design wall. Like I paid, $1.29 or something for it. And it reminded me, when I felt that kind of sadness, go back and listen to what you heard Joe Cunningham talking about on his quilt report just this past weekend. I think it was Saturday during the day. I was listening to a couple of his videos. Joe Cunningham is a great quilter who is, I guess, improv. He is a true artist. I think everything he does is very beautiful and interesting to look at. But he does not do little bitty pieces. He does bed coverings. Because he's like, who's to say that something big enough to cover your bed is not, a piece of art? It can be on the wall or it can be on the bed. Double duty. It's that simple. Yeah, he's really cool like that, I really like him, and I've been following his work for, the better part of 5 years that I've been doing this. And hopefully, knock on wood, one of these days I'll get to go to the road to California. I think there's another place in the Midwest, the northern, no, maybe not Midwest, maybe central United States, where he does week-long classes, and hopefully I'll be able to go and study with him one day. But I was listening to his video, the quilt report, and he has a number like number 12 or I think this one was number 33, and it was kind of about cutting fabric. And there was one quote that gave me the most, profound chills. I just rewinded it and I listened to it for several minutes. So I want to read this quote to you, and this is by Joe Cunningham on the Quilt Report number 33. The answers to your questions about what to do and how to do it are all locked in the fabric itself. And to free them, you have to cut the fabric and let it spill its secrets. I mean, isn't that just the truth? You have to cut the fabric. Buying the fabric and petting it and loving it and refolding it and putting it on display is not enough. If you are stuck in your quilting, if you don't know what to do, just start cutting the fabric. He said it will spill its secrets. I thought that was so brilliant. So that kind of made me feel better. And I have more cutting to do on these pieces. There are some little squares and other shapes in here that I need to get to. But that's going to help me to get over it. He said that he also tells his students, when he can see they're kind of stuck and not doing anything, they're just like thinking. He says he tells them less thinking and more sewing. So that's it. If you're stuck, cut some fabric. These are quotes from Joe Cunningham's YouTube video, the Quilt Report number 33. It's a little short video, but I think he's a really good teacher, and he's a cool cat, real easygoing, laid back, and I think I'm going to respond to him as a teacher when I get to study with him. There's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. I think on the Just Want to Quilt Facebook page, the administrator, Elizabeth, asked for what books would you say needed to be in someone's library if they were just starting to buy books. What's your favorite books? And everybody listed their top 2 or 3 books. This one got missed. I'm going to say this is a book that I have not used very much, but it will be. And I'm going to always keep a copy of this. The Quilter's Travel Companion and Crafter's Guide. Ooh, what this is, oh well, let me tell you this first. It's by Chalet Publishing in Depot Bay, Oregon. And there's their phone number. This is a listing of craft shops and quilt shops all over the United States. Lots of the stores have ads in them, but even if the shop owners didn't put an ad, they're listed under the state. I have not traveled a lot yet because I'm just now getting so interested in some new fabrics. Do you know, just this past year. Before, all I was doing was hunting out vintage or antique quilt tops and putting them. I have several containers like this full of quilt tops and doing those. But now I thought at some point, well, if I'm going to call myself a quilter, I better know how to use a machine. I better know how to English paper piece. I better know how to. So that's what I've been doing since last October. We're in September. It's almost a year. I've been learning new techniques. And I have not been searching for this. I had to stop. I had to put the cohitas on this, buying these kind of things so that I could buy these kind of things and classes. But this is a really great book. I probably would not buy this once a year. I'm sure they come out yearly, but maybe every 2 or 3 years. And we do know quilt shops, craft shops, you know, they come and go. It's true. It's a sad thing, but it's true. But what a groovy thing to have. Even if 2 or 3 of them aren't in business anymore, when you go to an area, when you call the other stores or go by, they will probably tell you where else to go while you're in the area. I have a little bookmark in here for Louisiana because that's where I live. And, you know, first page, and then there are ads with directions. It's remarkable. And then listings of the shops in that state and what they carry, a place for notes. This is a great book. I'm going to say I have one complaint. This weighs about 3 pounds. Like you're traveling when you carry this. Now, is it great high-end paper? Yes, it is. But try to find something a little bit lighter. Because the people are traveling with this book. You know, we got to be traveling with this book. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll go and check out Joe Cunningham's Quilt Report. He's a really good, easygoing teacher, and I think that some of you will respond to him like I did. Anyway, come back and see me next time. Kim Bourgeois Landry, the Wonky Quilter.